Sweet. Looks like it started up. Excellent reception. Check the task manager, how much. That's not taking up a lot of CPU, is it? So that's pretty good. Sweet. Got our game there. Ready to go. Once the briefings are done, of course. I'll just quickly check on YouTube that we are streaming. And we'll begin. Not like I'm gonna get much views anyway, but it's fine. Yeah, the stream's on. Perfect. Great. And I'll just keep that on YouTube so I can answer any comments. It's been a while since I've did this. Sorry, so just 1 second. I need to go over this stuff first. I haven't even done that. Brilliant. Okay, so this is going to be really annoying. I do apologize. For some reason my game does just keep teleporting back to the simulator every like 10 seconds, but uh, I'll see if I can try and make it work. In fact, I'll just do it in the sim actually. That would just be 10 times easier. Just swap that over a scene. And we look around. I do apologize for any lag. This is on the VATSIM network, so this is expected to be quite laggy today. Okay, we're just going to use my iPad and run through this, and then we can start setting up. Okay, so here we are then. We're doing a flight, as you can tell by the title, from Edinburgh, based in the UK, over to Lisbon. We're going under the call sign here, Ryanair 8 Lima Lima. You shouldn't hear any other people other than me right now, but when I start switching to the ATC frequency, we'll get some voices in here. Okay, let's just get this done because this part's the less glamorous side. So straight off the bat, I'm noticing here our takeoff weight's higher than our max landing, so we're going to be way too heavy to make a return, which is unfortunate. We'll have to divert in case of like an engine out failure or something. So too heavy to return. Sorry if I'm idle for a few seconds as well. I've got like a notepad here. I'm taking notes on this stuff that I wouldn't want to forget. For example, this thing. Alright, our cost index today is going to be 53. Average wind 270 degrees at 30 knots. That's not so bad. An average wind component of -6. So got an average wind component of a headwind of 6 knots. We've got some flight level steps today. Initially climbing to 240. And then we'll climb to 340 by Blacka and 350 by PNIC. We'll insert that into our flight management computer, but at the end of the day, ATC will be the one to either follow this or override it, but we'll make sure it's in there. So fuel we're taking today then, we're taking 11,608 kilograms, and just for general Edinburgh traffic, I'm just going to add another 400 to it. We'll make it 12,000 kilograms. Just rounding it up. 140 kilograms for 12,000. Perfect. You see, a minimum takeoff fuel is 11,608, so if we get to that or below, we will need to come back and restock up on fuel. So trip today, this is going to be quite long, kinda. I've done longer, but this is, I think, the longest I've done stream-wise. So trip should take us 2 hours 50 minutes, 7,834 kilograms of fuel that should take. Alright, we're gonna be departing runway 24, Gosam 1 Charlie, departure, gotcha. And we'll follow the route into Lisbon, runway 02, the Exama 1 Alpha. So, good times. I'll quickly take note of this real quick. Squawk, stand and info. There we are. So Gotham 1 Charlie. Well, supposedly, again, ATC will be the judge of that. Runway 24. And what stand did we choose again? 1 Bravo. Great. Okay, an arrival is runway 02. Operational impacts. Oh, okay, we got a few of these we could probably take into consideration here. Like for example, speed change cost index to 0. So like while we're climbing up to our cruise, we can put our cost index to 0, and we can save 274 kilograms of fuel. Oh, it'll take us an extra 7 minutes though. That's not too shabby. I think we might do that. I'm gonna keep that in the back. Let me write that down real quick, and we'll revisit that. That should be fine. Okay, so right now currently it is 2:34. We're definitely not making it out when I would like to, sadly. But yeah, we're expected to get off the block or out, so pushing back in the next like 5 minutes, which obviously is not happening, so we're a bit delayed. Expected to be out at Edinburgh by 3 o'clock, into Lisbon 5:50, and then at the gate at basically 6 o'clock. Great, well that's not happening. Taking 170 people on board, cargo 3.9 tons, fuel 60.8. Fuel, we're good. Perfect, nothing above. Most critical minimum for altitude then, we've got 5,100 feet, so it's below 10,000, so we do not have to worry about that one then, in case of a depressurization issue. So we'll just skip through that. We will be referring back to this for fuel checks once we're in the air, but no need for that right now. So you can skip all the way down to the weather now. Here we are, okay. Hopefully we've got good weather, but 3005 knots. Varying between 240 and 20. We've got broken clouds at 1900 and overcast. We've got a little bit of high cloud coverage as you can see. So I'm thinking, I don't know what the temperature is going to be. It says it's 19 degrees here, like on ground. But in the air, I'm not entirely sure. It depends. If it's 10 degrees or less, we'll put on anti-ice, but I don't believe it should be, so we should be good. Anyway, today's the first, so today 12 a.m. to the second on 12, 240 and 9er. So again, that's fine. Weather's good. 30% temporary between 12 and 3 o'clock. 8 kilometers of this and showers and rain. So maybe it could start raining out of nowhere. That is within our time parameters. So it might just start raining. If so, again, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. So weather overall in Edinburgh is just peachy. Destination then into Lisbon, we're expecting 310 at 13. That number's not amazing, but it's not too bad either. It's landable, if that's a word, so yeah, that's good. A few clouds, 2026. So you see it's quite hotter, well, a little bit hotter than it is in Edinburgh, as expected, being Spain. Here's a scary one here. So on the same day between 2 and 10 o'clock, remember we're expected to arrive at 6, so that is within our time. We can expect free ferry at 17, gusting 27. Now that is terrible. So high gusts expected then. High gusts expected. So that's not too great. But aside from that, the rest of it looks pretty fine. Worst case scenario, if we get hit with these gusts at just the worst time, then we will go around and come back, or possibly divert. It depends, really. And there's our alternate into Faro, and all of that looks fine. So that would make a pretty good alternate to go to as well. Now, because this is flight simulation, we don't really need to take note of any NOTAMs. This would be incredibly important in the real world, but we're just going to skip through it and go to some charts at the bottom, the significant weather ones. Here we are. Okay, so you can see our routing here then. Edinburgh to Lisbon, that looks a lot longer than I would have hoped. So straight off the bat, what I'm noticing is none of this we really need to identify is out with our parameters, but what we've got here is a jet stream from flight level 3900 here, flight level 3750, 50, 100, 110. So we're expecting 110 knots from our right to left here at flight level 370. But oh, that's annoying. What did I say? We're going to be cruising at 3.5, so that shouldn't affect us too badly. Get back up there, sorry. Here we are. So that shouldn't affect us too bad. Well, again, we're only like 2,000 feet below that. So yeah, we'll bear that in mind. We have got quite a bit of a jet stream coming in here. We've got some tropopause here and here, flight level 390 and 360. We are kind of close to that, so that can maybe cause a bit of uncomfort. Some high winds and temperatures varying within the vicinity of this. So I'm thinking if there's no ATC around this point, we may go on a heading here and then come back on course. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, once we're up in flight, I'll take note of this route or that waypoint, and then we can a little early we'll go on ahead and then avoid that. And the rest of these are again not within our parameters, but we can see isolated and embedded CBs here, which would be absolutely horrible to go among that. So good thing we're only got a jet stream and some tropopause, which again I say it's like a good thing, it's not. But yeah, that's a significant weather. And if we take a look at the bottom one with our terrain, yeah, as it said, the most highest Mora was 5,000 or so, so that's not so high. Great. Alright, let's take a look at the charts and then we'll start setting up the aircraft and get the more exciting part underway. So airport here, we got that, got on 1 Charlie, arrival star exam 1 Alpha, that's it. And the approach, it was runway 02, wasn't it? And because we've got potential gusts, I'm going to take the Cat 3 as well in case we decide to do an auto land, and then we'll take the airport. Brilliant. Okay, so let's take a quick skim through this. So we can see our runway is 24 up there. So we can expect taxi and holding point Delta 1 via Echo and Alpha, or Echo, Foxtrot and Alpha, most likely just Echo and Alpha. So nice easy taxi. Gotham 1 Charlie then. We see we'll come out here towards Edinburgh VOR, turn right, heading 262. Initial climb. It doesn't state one here, but we can expect probably 6,000 or so. And we can get the MSA noted here as well. So we can see on departure, then we're taking this one. We'll be in the 3,000 MSA for like a few moments, and then we'll come into the 3,900. So we need to be above that essentially, is what the MSA is. So we'll just quickly note this. 3,000, 3,400, 3,900. Brilliant. Warning, do not climb above 6,000 until instructed by ATC. Right, so that's fine. And we can see we have 31 nautical miles to the Gotham VOR, or the waypoint, I suppose, from departure. So we can put that as a radius in the FMC. We've got transition altitude of 6,000. Okay. And we'll take a look at the star and approach once we're in the air. Great, boarding part done. We can actually start setting up now. I have realised I've also never flown this aircraft on stream before, so that'll be a little different for some people. Right, let's go up top and get some things started up. So we'll get the batteries, emergency exits, armed. We'll keep seatbelts off for now because we're not fueled up. And let's get ground power established. There we are, beautiful. We'll wait for that. There we are, ground power. So following up further to the top, we'll get the adheres to nav. Oh, the IRS, sorry, I'm too used to flying Airbus. Right, we can move over here, we can do the quick flight recorder, that's good. We can do the Mach airspeed warnings, that's number 1, and number 2. Stall warning text, we have to wait 4 minutes after the aircraft's got power to use these, so we'll come back, do the flap test, and that looks perfect. For now, we'll get the yaw damper turned on. We'll get the left aft fuel pump. We don't need the others right now. The rest of that looks fine and dandy. We can get some lights in here, that should be good. We'll get the window heat on. And we'll get the electrical hydraulic pumps on as well. Temperature to forward, packs can come to auto, isolations can stay open. We'll keep APU bleed off for now. For lights, that looks perfect. Brilliant. So I'm gonna tune the frequency to ATC now, so that you should start hearing other people's voices in the next few seconds or so. So I'm looking at the ATIS here. You probably can't see this, I'm guessing, but what it says here, we have Edinburgh Information Quebec. Oh. So yeah, confirming runway and USS 24. Transition level, we have got 7,500 TL. Departing aircraft, make initial contact on frequency 121755. Acknowledge receipt of information Quebec and type. So ground 121755. Let's do it. Let's get our clearance to make sure we are going to be following the same route ATC wants us to. 121755. Okay, and then the squawk. Ground Ryanair 8 Lima Lima. We have information Quebec on board. Stand 1 Bravo. Requesting IFR to Lisbon is valid.
Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, information Quebec is correct. Cleared to Lisbon, Gotham 1 Charlie departure runway 24, squawk 7021.
Clear to Lisbon, Gotham 1 Charlie departure, runway 24, squawk 7021, Ryanair 8 Lima Lima.
Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, read back correct.
Perfect. So that squawk code for, well, most people who I know from PlayStation, a squawk code is basically how ATC identifies us. So for example, we were given 7021.
Edinburgh Ground, good afternoon to you. Sunset 4 Echo Delta, stand 103, information Quebec, Boeing 738, requesting IFR to London Stansted.
Sunset 4 Echo Delta, cleared to Stansted, Gotham 1 Charlie departure runway 24, squawk 2701.
Let's go turn on my voice a little more.
Stansted on the Gotham 1 Charlie departure, squawk 2701, Sunset 4 Echo Delta.
4 Echo Delta, correct.
Brilliant. Okay, we'll just start setting up the aircraft now.
Tango requesting push and start.
Get the flight directors on. Set that to reject takeoff. Perfect. Let's get the FMC all set up here. Update. I guess it was a Navigraph update then. I probably should have done that beforehand.
Speedbird 332 Tango requesting push and start.
Speedbird 322 Tango, stand 2, push and start approved, face north.
Push and start approved, facing north 322 Tango, Speedbird.
Perfect. We'll load that up. Having a little bit of rudder issues today. I do apologise for that. I hope that won't affect the flying too much. Activate, execute. We'll get our departures in here. Runway 24. Gotham 1 Charlie.
Edinburgh ground, Ryanair 44 Juliet, stand 3, Boeing 737, 800, information Quebec on board, 2H1012, IFR to Gatwick.
Ryanair 44 Juliet, Gatwick ground, correction, Gatwick ground, Edinburgh ground, cleared to Gatwick, Gotham 1 Charlie departure runway 24, squawk 6241.
Yeah, that's the whole thing here with my nav data out of date. Oh, that's not good. Should have updated that beforehand.
Ryanair 44 Juliet, read back correct.
One sec. I'll verify something. I was just bloody thinking to myself before starting the stream, I should probably update my nav data before we began. Oh, I'm definitely regretting it now. It's not giving me the right bloody thing I need. Okay. I'm gonna guess because mine was 1 alpha, I'm gonna use A alpha. That is my apologies. I am sorry. I forgot to update my nav data before coming in. I've made that mistake last time. I think I ended the stream last time this happened, but I'm not gonna do that again. So we're just gonna follow through with this and let it be. P6, here we are. So we'll execute that. So we're just gonna ignore that part. Over to the route then and the perf in it. We're gonna request it and we're gonna cross check it with our flight plan as well. And that all the way to the top.
And Sunset 4 Echo Delta, ready for position start, stand 103.
Sunset 4 Echo Delta, hold
Load
position,
that up.
traffic pushing behind.
Execute.
Roger, we'll hold for the traffic pushing behind
So
Sunset 4 Echo Delta.
our final flight level will be 350. 0 fuel weight 60.8. 0 fuel weight is 60.7, that's rounded up, so that's okay. Reserves 3.1. That's, yep, 3.1. Cost index 53, that is correct. Average wind component and the AOT, hang on. Average ISA plus 8. Beautiful, there we go. Transition level is 7,500 according to the ATIS, so we'll plug that in there. Okay, in the meantime we'll get some GSX happening here, request catering, and then afterwards we'll request boarding.
Fairline 415, request push and start.
Fairline 415, stand C7, push and start, approved, face north.
Push start approved, face north, Fairline 415.
Seabus 322, crashing Seabus 332 Tango.
Seabird 322 Tank, I'm having some problems with my pushback tug.
Roger, Seabus 332 Tango, pushback clearance cancelled, hold position.
Pushback clearance cancelled, holding position, Seabird 322 Tango.
Sunset 4 Echo Delta, stand 103, push and start, approved, face north.
Could be having issues with GS6 as well. Oh no, here we are. We'll try that again. There we are, that's more like it. And we should see some stuff teleport in front of us here. Like a pushback tug. And then...
All stations, Edinburgh ground will be closing in 2 minutes.
Oh, that's a shame. We'll have to move over a tower then. Yeah, there's the trucks coming. Perfect. Okay, so now we've verified that's happening. What we'll do now is we'll start taking a look at our performance calculations. So for takeoff runway 24, we'll import from OFP for the rest of it. Import from aircraft, weather, planned. We're going to use the AFB's optimum flaps and rating. Anti-ice we don't want on, packs we'll keep on. Weight, that's fine, calculate. Okay, I'm also going to use a website on my laptop. Here we are, and it gives us this. So, over to the M1 limit. Selected outside air temperature, we have 43 degrees. And we're using just takeoff, so no D rates today. And if we move over to takeoff, we have flaps 5 set. And then 46, is that, yep, 47, and then 53, and then 56 for our VREF. There we are. And if we go over to the second page, what I'm gonna put in here is, so we're following the noise abatement 2 departure today out of Edinburgh. Thrust reduction and acceleration is 1140 feet. So 1140 here, 1140 here. And for the engine out, acceleration is 2,100 feet. Brilliant. So we got that set up now.
Denver radar, good day. Shuttle 9 actually at stand 8. A320-200 with information Quebec requesting clearance to Heathrow over file.
Okay, that in there, and we also
Shuttle 9
want
Juliet, clear to Heathrow,
R6.
Gotham 1, charge departure runway 24, squawk 5613.
Clear to file, Gotham 1 Charlie departure, squawking 5613, Shuttle 9 Juliet.
Shuttle 9 Juliet, read back correct.
90.
Fairline 415 requesting taxi.
Oh wait, no,
415,
not
taxi
the.
via Golf Mike and Alpha,
Never.
holding point Delta 1.
To 70 degrees, and then here.
Sorry, for the, taxi holding by Delta 1 Golf Mike Alpha, Fairline 415.
Perfect.
And all stations, Edinburgh ground is now closing, monitor Unicom 122.8. Ground is closing, Unicom 122.8. Edinburgh out.
Yeah, that's a shame. Again, all things going wrong here. We got ATCs now coming offline, unfortunate timing, and my Navigraph subscription needs updating. That's fine though, we'll still make the best of it here. I chose the Lisbon as a, well, I didn't choose Lisbon, I went on Flight Radar and picked a real ops flight, but Lisbon's absolutely beautiful. I usually do a lot of landing practices there, so I'm actually really excited to land there. Alright, transition level for the arrival. I don't, oh wait, yeah I do. It is 4,000, not 5,000. Okay, and I want winds from 300, 200, and 100. Execute, and we'll request the winds for that area. See how these guys out here are getting on. No, they're just about finished. Brilliant. So we'll request boarding now. Load this. Execute. Brilliant. Okay, so we're mostly done. There's a couple other things I need to set up here. Here's step. Cruising arches for the 350. So initially, I need to note this down because I've already forgotten. Our initial climb is to flight level 240. So get some bits of paper here. Climb initially 240. And then we want 340 Blacka and 350 by PNEC. Brilliant. Good times. So we'll put that in. Our first climb will be to 340. 340. Well, I think if this means step, I'm used to doing step climbs in the Airbus, but I've actually never really had one where I've done it in a Boeing. So, because in the Airbus you can add multiple. I think if this is step here, if this just gives me one, I'm wondering if this. Okay, I'll just try put flight level 340 as the first one. And then maybe once we get there, it will kind of set itself up for it. And there's Blacka here where we're wanting to get up to 340. And oh. Sorry for the lag there, because I've requested boarding. There's going to be like actual real people coming along. Yep. Sheesh. Okay. 350 here. We'll start the APU. Brilliant. And because everyone fuel's on board, we'll get the seatbelts on. The rest of the fuel pumps can come on as well. And once we're established on APU, we'll get rid of ground power. If I take a little look at this now, plan, we'll get 20. Fennec, Tango Romeo, November, Black. Okay, we'll do that then. So, again, this is so different. I've never, believe it or not, I've never did step climbs in a Boeing. Usually, I'm used to seeing like a little wee uptick on the Airbus, and it'll tell me this is where you're going to start your next step. Oh, okay, that's definitely a little embarrassing. Okay, we'll just put flight level 350 here, and because I know the Boeing does automatic climbs and descents, whereas the Airbus doesn't. So I'll take that is what we need. Right, flight directors on, we'll get LNAV and VNAV, we'll get auto thrust armed. We're going to be departing on a heading of, is that 240? 240 degrees, yep. Perfect. We'll get that out of plan and back to map. Get traffic on here and terrain. And I believe that's most of us set up here. Everything's mostly done. I did consider that cost index thing, and I think we might switch to that. But again, we are using no D rates anyway, so I'll probably just keep that as is. Check my rudders here, a little flickery, aren't they? Okay, that should be the APU, so we'll go ahead and connect that. We'll get rid of ground power with bleed on as well. Which should be good. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is just a little thing for my head, we'll keep that set. Is I'm gonna run through, again I do apologise for this lag, it's a little annoying, but this game's more demanding than Battlefront, to be honest, so. Right, I'm gonna go over out loud a little wee briefing, just so I'm all set here with everything. And what I'm thinking, I forgot to set my engine out procedure, so I'm gonna quickly set that. So a little trick, we go to the previous page, the very end, and I can enter it. So where is it? There it is. So it's 240 degrees to 25 nautical miles and hold. What's that first one? Delta 262 Echo. Delta 262 Echo. We'll go to the very back, and we're going to use the technique here, place bearing and distance. So Delta 262 Echo. That's a place, and a bearing we said is 240 degrees, and a distance with a slash, was it 25 I said? Yep, 25 nauticals. We'll plop that in there, and what we're going to do, we're just going to plop AAA above it, execute, delete, and there we have a discontinuity at the bottom, and in case of an engine out we can go ahead route direct to here and hold. And we're going to divert, where am I thinking here? If we open up, I at least want maybe 40 nautical miles when we get airports. We can divert over to London Heathrow, worst case, I suppose, so we'll divert over Heathrow. And if I just get the latest info for that. Oh, we have the grounded departure. It just came online like a second ago. 121755 Brill. So we have ATC back, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's check. London Heathrow then. The METR for that. Or details for the ATIS. Here we are. Information time, automatic arrival, runway 09er left. So, it'll be runway 09er left. Runway 09er left is where we'll divert to. Perfect. Okay, that's the engine now set up, so I believe now we're good to go for the briefing then. And I'm gonna put myself back on the previous frequency because ATC is back on. There we are. Okay, so our takeoff runway in any intersections, we're taking off runway 24. An intersection will most likely just be Delta 1. I can't see an airliner go into this runway unless we're being told to backtrack, but it should be Delta 1. Confirmed the SID, we have the Gossamer 1 Charlie departure, and our first cleared altitude will be 4,000 feet. 6,000, sorry. The MSA for the climb out is going to be 3,000 for a few seconds and transitioning into the 3,000 immediate area.
Good afternoon, EGPH Bravo, K24
Extra
Bravo.
fuel and time.
28 Bravo.
You said we took over another 400.
Stand 17 by Alpha Lima Golf.
So an extra,
Sorry, K10
it's about an hour, I believe.
So it's taxi stand 17 by Alpha Lima and Golf, you said.
An extra, about 10 minutes extra time we have with the 400 kilograms extra we added
Alpha and,
for traffic.
Lima, now reading you 55, EGPH Bravo.
Any hotspots? So we have hotspot 1 to consider. Okay. That's going to just be collisions with other aircraft. Stop margin for the rejected. 146. The General said we discussed in here and then diverting over to Heathrow.
Charlie departure, runway 24, squawk 3434.
Birmingham, Customer Charlie 34, squawking 343414 Zulu Whiskey.
Easy 14 Zulu Whiskey, correct.
Edinburgh ground, Ryanair 44 Juliet, stand 3 Alpha, ready for push and start.
Ryanair 44 Juliet, stand 3 Alpha, push and start group.
Okay, we're ready for push and start as well, so we'll go ahead and disconnect ground power fully here.
Push start 344 Alpha, stand 44 Alpha.
And we'll get the tug connected. Ground Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, ready for push and start.
Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, stand 1 Bravo, push and start approved.
Push and start approved, Ryanair 8 Lima Lima. Okie dokie. For now, there's we're just gonna wait for this guy to connect. At the same time, we'll get anti-collision on.
Roger, hold position. I've just got an aircraft taxi in front, about 60 seconds to get you guys.
Alright, we'll hold position, and just to request to be able to Charlie 1's departure.
Negative. It'll have to be Delta 1 for now, sir.
Roger.
Edinburgh ground, shuttle 9 Juliet, stand 8, ready for push and start.
Shuttle 9 Juliet, stand 8, push and start approved, facing east.
Push and start approved, facing east, shuttle 9 Juliet.
It's Alpha. Let's go wait for this guy to lift me up here. Recall, that's normal until engines are started. Speaking of which, this is not a home base for Ryanair, I do believe, so this is going to go left as well. Clouds are starting to fade away a bit, which is nice. Over to J6 then, continue, we want nose left, tail right. Nose left, tail right. We'll go ahead and release our parking brake. And once we confirm pushing, we will start the engines. Alright. We shall start engine, I'm not sure which one Ryanair does first to be honest, but I'm usually used to flying EasyJet, so we'll start with engine number 1. We'll monitor this here.
Easy 9004, taxi to Delta 1 for runway 24 via Golf, Mike and Alpha. Caution to the company A320 pulling on to stand 16.
Yeah, taxi stand down, oh sorry, correction. Taxi 1 point Delta 1, Golf, Mike Alpha, and we'll give caution to the company parking stand 16, the 9004.
Oh, guys, pushing me a little wrong here. Okay. That is not right. Okay. I said nose left, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what this is. Alright. Well, let this guy do his thing, but that is not right. Okay. 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 We'll just start engine 2. I don't know why he's pushed me this way. That is not right. God, what a disaster. Oh, jeez. Bro, this is a disaster. I don't know why I'm facing the other way. Like, I don't know what this is.
Edinburgh ground, hello, DHL.
Okay, oh my god, he's about to run me. Oh my god, stop.
Requesting departure clearance to Echo Golf Kilo F.
Holy shit.
Dial 9341, cleared to London's Gatwick Airport on the Gossan 1 Charlie departure, runway 24, squawk 7625.
Why did it push back like that, bro? What? Oh my days. Okay, we're gonna have to request a new thing.
The Gossan 1 Charlie departure with runway 24 and squawk 7625 for DHL manager 1.
Data 9341, are we back correct? Information Romeo's current QNH 1012.
Information Romeo and QNH 1012 for DHL manager 1. Thank you so much.
DZ9004, continue taxi contact.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to like move a little here because.
Hold up 1 and it's 121205, is 9004.
Ground Ryanair 8 Lima Lima. My apologies, our J6 is pushes in the wrong direction. Can we get permission to just backtrack a little here?
Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, roger. Hold positions for now, just got a company pushing behind you, and then backtrack. We'll get you sorted.
Roger that, we'll wait for the accompanying aircraft to move away and then we'll backtrack Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, thank you. Bro, I swear I've never had that happen before. It was meant to be nose left and it just completely messed me over. Like, what the hell?
Juliet, taxi Delta 1 for runway 24 via Foxtrot.
Okay. Let's just go for the normal procedures then.
Taxi Delta 1 for departure runway 24 via Foxtrot and at Alpha Shuttle 9 Juliet.
Edinburgh ground, Ryanair 44 Juliet will be clear of the company, ready for taxi.
Ryanair 44 Juliet, roger, taxi Delta 1 for runway 24 via Echo, Foxtrot and Alpha.
That's all fine.
Delta 124 via Echo, Foxtrot and Alpha, Ryanair 44 Juliet.
Easy 692 Papa Golf and then currently Alpha.
Easy 692 Papa, welcome to Edinburgh sir, expect stand 9er, taxi hold short Alpha 1T.
9 and hold Alpha 1, Easy 692 Papa.
What a nightmare that was, man. I've never had that happen.
Confirm
It's
hold
so
Alpha
unfortunate.
12.
Sorry, Alpha 1, 2, Susan.
Okay, that guy's moved. We're gonna quickly backtrack a little here.
Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, backtrack approved as far as Echo 2.
Backtrack onto Echo to Ryanair 8 Lima Lima.
Edinburgh ground, good day, KLM 39 kilo, stand is ramp 21, information Romeo, requesting clearance to Dublin as fine.
KLM 39 kilo, very good afternoon, sir, cleared to Dublin on Gotham 1 Charlie, departure runway 24, squawk 7014.
Clear to Dublin via the Gosa 1 Charlie, departure runway 24, squawk 7014, KLM 39 kilo.
Yeah, what's up, man? Sorry, I know this
KLM
looks
39 kilo, correct.
messed up. My GSX bloody pushed me the wrong way.
692 Papa, continue taxi to stand 9 via Alpha, Echo and Foxtrot.
For the hill end VRP.
Stand by, call you back, break, easy 692 Papa, continue taxi stand 9 via Alpha, Echo and Foxtrot.
Bloody worst fucking pushback service of all goddamn time. Come on. Come on.
Last call time, I believe it was Rescue 1. I don't have a flight plan for you, sir. Can you try and refile, please?
On flight sim, I've got over 2,000.
Rescue 1.
Shuttle 9 Juliet, continue taxi, contact Edinburgh radar 121.205, give up.
Continue taxi onto radar, thank you for service, shuttle 9.
Oh, there we are. Much better. Blummin' hell, that was a nightmare. Okay.
Rescue 1, that should be the flight plan for now.
We can get the taxi underway now.
Roger, stand by. It's not come through just yet, but I'll give it 30 seconds and I'll call you right back.
Roger, Rescue 1.
Ryanair 44 Juliet, continue taxi, contact Edinburgh radar 121.205, good afternoon.
121.205, good afternoon to you too.
Ground Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, request taxi.
Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, well executed turn, sir. Taxi stand, correction, taxi Delta 1 for runway 24 via Echo and Alpha.
Roger that, hold on point Delta 1, runway 24 via Echo Alpha, Ryanair 8 Lima Lima. Brilliant, so that's, oh god, wrong place, and a little bit of lag there. Echo and Alpha, so straight ahead to Delta 1, perfect.
Rescue 1.
Half of the battlefront.
Rescue 1, Edinburgh ground pass, mate.
Is it possible if we could just start our engine in the meantime as so our battery doesn't die?
Rescue 1, Roger, engine start approved. It may be that you need to quickly disconnect from a network, reconnect and refile to get it to come through, because it's still not come through yet, sir.
Roger, Wilco, and engine start approved, Rescue 1.
What's the next frequency? 121205.
Or, DHL manager from the thing pushing back.
DHL 9341, stand 202, push and start approved, face west.
Oh god.
Face west with DHL manager for one, thanks so much.
This is 612 Papa, thank you very much, have a good day.
There we are. Brilliant.
Cheers, you too, sir.
It's me, Hetty, how are you doing? I'm doing great, Hetty, how are you, bro? There's a British Airways coming in there. Or taking off, I think he's just landed. I don't know, he's going kind of fast. British Airways taking off. Turn right here. A little bit of a long taxi here, so we'll see if we can speed up to around 30, as that's the limit on a bit of a long taxi routing. We have radar in frequency 121-205 ready for when he tells me to move over to it. Quite light today. Edinburgh was quite busy when I loaded in. I'm fine as well. Brilliant. I haven't streamed this for a little while, so I figured I would. I was a little bored, and usually when I stream this game I have more motivation to stay in it. So... gotta love the views. Should be told to move over to radar in a few seconds. Oh. We're having a little bit of rudder issues today as well, which is a little upsetting. I need to fix my side stick. It's got probably like a lot of dust inside of it, it's triggering the rudder movement.
So Rescue 1, that should be the flight plan working now.
Rescue 1, roger, I've got that through now. Could you just put through your request again? I think you said KLTVRP, but I can't quite remember.
Oh yes, Rescue 1, we are Bell 206 helicopter for information Romeo. Request to exit the Edinburgh zone via the Helen VRV.
Roger, stand by. I'll just coordinate a departure for you and call you right back.
Roger, Rescue 1.
There's Delta 1 right there, well that's where we'll hold.
DHL 90341, our pushback track had some problems. Is it cool if I go onto onto Papa?
DHL 931, roger, you can pull forward onto Papa, break right at 8 Lima Lima, contact Edinburgh radar 121.205, good afternoon.
121-205 Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, ciao. Edinburgh radar Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, holding Delta 1 runway 24.
Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, Edinburgh radar, hello via Delta 1, line up runway 24.
Line up on way 24, Ryanair 8 Lima Lima. Just a couple of things here, we'll switch the strobe and steady, the rest of that is all fine. We'll get TARA, traffic avoidance resolution awareness, and taxi on to our holding point. Or our runway, rather. Get the SID opened up. Oh. There we are. Beautiful. Slow it down here.
Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, runway 24, clear for takeoff, wind is 240 degrees, down and up.
Runway 24, clear for takeoff, Ryanair 8 Lima Lima. Just have to make this very slow turn, we shall take off. Everything is set and ready. Put this down to about 20-ish, or no, keep it at 4. Okay, bump this up to 50%, start the chrono. And take off. First set indications normal. I have N1, head and select, and toga. AT's checked. Oh. Yeah, this rudder movement's a little annoying, I'll have to fix that.
Edinburgh approach,
good day. This is KLM 39 Kilo. The ground just closed, so we are requesting push and start.
Go ahead and rotate out of here. Oof, a little bumpy.
39 Kilo, whatever radar, hello, push and start is approved, face north.
Get gear up.
Push and start approved, face north, KLM 39 Kilo.
LNAV, VNAV.
Admiral radar, 9 Juliet. In case we missed it, do you want us to stay on frequency?
Shuttle manager Juliet, you can monitor Unicom 122 decimal now.
122 decimate, thank you for your reserve. Shuttle 9 Juliet.
Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, report your passing altitude.
Passing 2,000 feet, Ryanair 8 Lima Lima.
Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, thank you. Climb now, flight level 140.
Flight level 140, Ryanair 8 Lima Lima. Flaps 1. Pleasant up, speed, flaps up.
Edinburgh radar, hello, EG58 Lima Zulu on the ground information, Romeo, Airbus A320, requesting clearance to Geneva.
EG58 Lima Zulu, Edinburgh radar, hello, clear to Geneva, go 71 Charlie departure, squawk 1074.
Clear to Geneva, ID 1 Charlie departure, squawk 1074, EG58 Lima Zulu.
EG58 Lima Zulu, be back as correct.
Oof, getting a little bit of lag here.
Ryanair 44 Juliet, monitor Unicom, bye bye.
Monitor Unicom, bye bye there.
Edinburgh radar, hello, rescue 1 with information Romeo, Bell 206 helicopter request to VFR clearance to the hill end VRP.
Rescue 1 Edinburgh radar, hello, clear to leave the Edinburgh control zone by the hill end VRP, not above altitude 2000 feet VFR, QNH 1012, scope 0441.
KLM 39 Kilo, request taxi.
Standby.
Standard set.
Rescue 1 cleared to exit the Edinburgh control zone. 1 second. It looks like our screens are just powered down. Stand by.
Okay. Okay.
So, were you talking to KLM 39 Kilo?
KLM 39 Kilo, taxi Golf, Mike Alpha, hold up 1.
Golf Mike Alpha Delta 1, KLM 39 Kilo.
Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, monitor Unicom, bye bye.
Unicom, Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, bye bye.
DHL 93241 requesting taxi, I'm on
Sweet, passing 10,000, landing lights can come off. Weather's looking mostly fine, so seatbelts can come off at this point too. Once we get to our cruising altitude, we'll start looking at prepping for the arrival. So, just look at some nice views while we're up. Is there a better view here, or no? That's probably better. Yeah, so I was definitely tempted to just quit this flight, to be honest. I mean, the Navigraph is like a chart service, and it keeps like all the runways in use, the stars, it keeps them up to date with the real world. And you have to update it on a daily basis. Sometimes I forget. So.
Traffic, transit 90 Hotel downwind, final 4 miles.
So yeah, that's why I kind of had to examine 1 Alpha runway 02, So because of the new update, it's now runway 03 Exama, or no, the new update's 02. But I was given 03. Oh my god, now how to explain this? The new Navigriff is runway 02. Or 02 and runway Exama 1 Alpha. Our previous one, which is the one I'm on, is runway 3 Exama 8 Alpha. And I forgot to update it, but it's mostly the same thing. So hopefully we don't get in trouble for that. And then that pushback, oh my god, that pushback sucked. I've never had an issue with a GSX's pushback before, that was a one-off. So that was unfortunate. That's us making our way out of this SID now. Nope, can't get VNAV. Okay, well I use level change then. To 350. No, we're not getting it. Check it out. Yep, done.
Traffic, Sunset 96. Hey, Charlotte, plan on the final 12 mile, plan on the 12 mile final for C3. Glasgow.
Edinburgh traffic, Alpine 3 to Fox November, stand 3, push back and start.
Yeah, so we're just gonna wait here till we get to cruise at 35,000, and then I'm gonna switch it to the wing view for people who are just staring at my stream for some reason, and then I'm gonna go downstairs and make some food. I'm starving, to be honest. So once we get to cruise, everything looks fine. I'm gonna go grab a bite, and then in like an hour or so when I'm back, we'll start preparing for the approach. Turn left, heading, what's that, 212, 210, 209, looks fine. It's going to be a little annoying with the rudder. Do expect that rudder disconnect the autopilot at some points, so I'm being really cautious of that. Instead, I have a little side stick. I don't have the yoke itself, I have this stick, and I've had it for a while now, and dust collects in it very quickly, so I have to like put a blow dryer in it and stuff, unscrew it and then dry it, or get rid of the dust, and then it doesn't do any of it for like 2 days and then it comes back. It's bloody annoying, but it's fine. Yeah, again, I do apologise for that whole freaking thing with Navigraph and the GSX pushback. Typical something like that's gotta happen on a day I wanted to stream. Nothing I can really do. I should have. The GSX part, I swear to God, I'll look back on the stream, I definitely clicked the right option. Nose left, tail right, shouldn't have did what it did there. But the Navigraph, my man gave me a warning about it and I didn't do anything, so that part is my fault. But it's mostly fine. This should be a interesting flight. I can't wait to get to Lisbon. As I said, I've done multiple landing practices in Lisbon with various aircrafts, and it's just such a beautiful goddamn approach. So beautiful. Yeah, Lisbon's pretty amazing. Yeah. I would just leave right now, go make food, but I just want to see what this aircraft does with that step climb at 340. I've done step climbs a lot with the Airbus, but again, believe it or not, I've never really did one in a Boeing, so I'm not too sure how it acts, considering, like, as I said, Airbus does not do automatic climb and descent, but the Boeing does. So but the Airbus, obviously, you have to go to initially 340, for example, by Blacka, and then you re-enter in the altitude 350 for Pinnick. I don't know if Boeing just does it automatically or not. It's one thing I didn't study up on before I did this. Also, just gonna check here on that spy. No, we've where am I? There I am. There's no ATC that's gonna mess about with us. So if I go down, where's Lisbon? There it is. No ATC, but there's quite a few departures and arrivals. Oh, sure. Is there actually ATIS there? There is not. Okay. I'm wondering if an ATIS or ATC comes online, I want to check and make sure I've got the right runway and star. As I mentioned, since my Navigraph ARAC got out of date, which sucks. Right, we're now at 300. This is good. Okay, I'm gonna do something no pilot should do here, but I can't wait another 5,000 feet. I'm just gonna go downstairs and make myself something to eat, and hope the aircraft doesn't explode. I do have failures on, I always do. The worst I ever had was a depressurization in the Airbus, but I'm just gonna hope my luck turns around and nothing happens with this aircraft while I go downstairs now. So yeah, I will switch the views over to here, and maybe to the other one. Yeah, that looks nicer. I'll be back and around. Well, you'll next hear from me in an hour, so bye.
Dublin for traffic. This is Ryanair 2413 about level 195 overhead to Rubar. We fly one hold for descending 7,000 feet to expect runway 28 left for Dublin approach. We expect landing in about 20 minutes.
Alright, what's that, about an hour and a half in? We're now finally back at it. We have, what, about 50 nauticals left? 60. So I'm just going to quickly run through an arrival briefing real quick while I'm munching on some food. Hopefully that's not too distracting. We'll get through this. Alright then. So the arrival and transition then. We're arriving into Lisbon, PIS6, via the PIS6 transition. The MSA for the approach, that was one part I did forget. I did put it in with the fix info, but didn't write it down. So we'll be mostly in the 3000 sector for the MSA. In the case of a go around, it will be climbing to level 60 to above the 4000 MSA. So that's good. That all matches up. A second, I have like a piece of paper, I just like writing it down so I can like visualize it. And I have the fixes plugged in as well, which is all great. Okay, the star we are taking, now because of the ARAC update, obviously I'm on the wrong one, but we are using the Exama 1 Alpha star, and the new ARAC's the Exama 8 Alpha, so we're using that one. The approach minimum I believe is 430 feet, 530, sorry. 530 feet, go down trajectory as described is a flight level 60. Extra fueling time, the waypoint that we just passed. Let me just try and match that up with Examax now. 4.6 tons in the next 60, we're at 5.2, so that matches quite well. The guidance for the approach will be mostly just ourselves, we have no ATC online, sadly. Landing flap saying will be 30, the stop margin will be right, oh okay, it's not showing me, but it should. Oh wait, that was a takeoff. Whoops. Here we are, so around here and around this marker I specifically try to adjust for that one because we are wanting to vacate right here at November, or was it November 4? Where was it? So, Hotel 4, sorry, not November 4. Got here, we're expecting a Hotel 4 for our vacation. Alright, reverser as well we used. We were using auto brake 1. Planned runway exit was described. Hotspots for the taxi in. I've already briefed in my head the hotspots, but it will be hotspot 9 or 8 and 4. Threats, biggest of all, this is one I took down with the departure briefing, but we have got high gusts expected. If we take a look at our weather forecast, you'll see that. I went way too fast there. Here we are. You see destination, we got these gusts between on today's date, the 1st of August, between 2 and 10 p.m. We are between those times, so we could expect those gusts, and I already mentioned that we will plan to go around worst case scenario, and if we have to, we'll divert over to Faro as our alternate. And that's about it. So that's the arrival brief done. We're about to intercept the top of the descent, and we'll get on with it. So we'll get the star so we can visualize ourselves here. Can't get my zoom in and out to work, which is a bit bloody annoying. So yeah, I'm just double checking here to confirm. Again, yes, we do not have any ATC online today. So yeah, nothing too exciting in that department, which is very unfortunate. We've got 4000 link tier 180 is our heading. Courses have been plugged in, 109 or decimal 1 both sides, which will help with an auto land if need be. Dalvito. Auto break 1, sweet. I'll just keep munching on some fries here until we get to the descent. definitely looking forward to the Phoenix A319 and 21. We've got quite an Airbus based, like, you know, there's a big Airbus releases coming. You know, you got the 19 and 21 for Phoenix, we got the A350 for mini builds and the A380 by Flyby. So that should be quite good. I'm a little bit more excited for the A350 for some reason, but also not at the same time. I wasn't too keen on any builds as A320 Neo. In fact, I hated it, to be honest. The fly-by-wire A320 Neo was pretty good. Any builds felt horrible to fly. Absolutely horrible. Just checking OBS. How's my mic coming across? Hopefully loud enough for you folk. I'm not going to adjust it, hopefully it's fine. I had quite a surprising amount of views so far. I'll say for quite a trip this was, it seemed quite boring. Gee, 2 hours and 16 minutes in since takeoff. Yeah, I do agree. Disappointing from them. It really was, wasn't it? So I'm hoping their A350 is a bit better. I just, this wasn't the only reason, of course, but one thing I always found when I tried doing landings with it, it would, what do you call it? See the moment you would cut the thrust at 20 feet, it would like tell you cut it, like, you know what I mean. So you get the 50, 40, 30, 20, you retard, you pull those throttles, and just like 1 second later, the aircraft just hits the floor, like immediately. So you can't hold that pitch for a few more moments, which is, it definitely didn't get that type of feeling with fly-by-wire or Phoenix. So yeah, it was a little annoying. I do excuse my manners as well. I'm feeling quite, I don't even know what you call it, but I'm probably going to speak and eat at the same time because I don't really, too lazy to be, I guess, respectful, so hopefully that doesn't mind. Then he builds A320, feels as if it's slammed down. This, yeah, the Phoenix is so floaty, it's like, I don't know, I do agree with that, the Phoenix is more floatier, and the any builds just slams down, and the fly-by-wire is almost perfect. I agree with that. Like, because when you're flaring with a fly-by-wire, you feel the trim really trying to pull you down, you know. Whereas with the Phoenix, bro, it's like you're trying to take off when you flare. It's a little odd. That's the top of the setting about to come in now. Some pretty good chicken this. So again, I do apologise if this gets a little boring and no ATC online gets boring quite quick. I love getting vectors. You know, when approach is on, like at Manchester, so they give you vectors in for the approach. Oh, I love it. I love being vectored. It's always exciting. I hate just following the track towards the end. It's like a big zigzag. Ah, there we are. Top of the sun. Sweet. For level 290 or below by Xamax, I believe we should make that. And if it's alright, I'm going to keep the screen kind of like here. I just want to pay attention if like it tells me to add more drag or something. So don't want to miss that. Is there any clouds? We are below 10. Nah, we're good. Perfect. I definitely prefer Airbus over Boeing. I always love anywhere. The Airbus is so much better, so I'm really looking forward to the A380, which wagon, Emirates livery and file for proper reason to fly from Dubai. PMTG 777 is helping me a bit. Yeah, the 777's amazing. I've only done one flight with it on VATSIM so far. Captain Scam 777 not even worth my eyes to look at. when I actually took an interest in flying like the different Boeings, like the 5, 6, 7 and the triple, it was like pretty much right before PMDG released a triple. So for like a day or two I was on captain scams, but then I moved over, so it's lucky timing. But yeah, when that A380 comes out, man, it's just gonna be Emirates everywhere, Etihad and the likes of that. Definitely need to open up my bloody side stick again and fix the bloody rudder issue. You can see the rudder issues, the rudder sometimes like twitches if you saw that. Bloody annoying. I'm getting a yoke soon. I'll buy that after a couple more shifts. A350, 80, 777 can make long hauling so better. Only being able to fly Hawaii or Mexico City or whatever with the 787 and make it realistic is a pain in the arse. An A340 from I think LPPT, yeah I believe that's right. It's kind of trash. Yeah, I've only tried the A330. I've not bought the A340 yet. Or sorry, I do apologise if you're not supportive of what I'm about to bring up here, but the website Simplaza, that's what I'm going to say. The A340 has not been released on there. Apparently they're having a hard time cracking it. I did buy officially Phoenix, Boeing 737 and the triple, but there was a couple like airports that I didn't have that I did use Simplaza for. So if you're not a fan of that, I do apologise. I know some people aren't, but I use that for airports and stuff because the default airports are they're absolutely horrific. Yeah, X-Plane's got good default airports. Yeah, see here, right now we've got 310 15 knots, so that's not so bad. KH1016, I'll just plop that in. There we are. There we are, coming down the chart now. I'm looking at OBS, it can pick up every crunch. I do apologise for that. I'm not 100% sure who made the A330, but that's solid. I've never really flown both of them too long, to be honest, to try it. I'm definitely more of an Airbus person, and I haven't flown them that much, so that is that's a little unfortunate. I'm just gonna keep checking here. I really want ATC to come online just like bloody last second or something. I'm looking forward to landing in Lisbon. The approach is just beautiful. Don't worry, you're not allowed here compared to me. A crunch like there's no tomorrow. I don't know, I mean these chips I've got are not even that crunchy at the moment, so when I'm on PlayStation, I would play with some folks a game called Battlefront 2. And occasionally I would just annoy the hell out of them by purposefully putting my mic in my mouth and just chewing on anything I had to eat. God. Bloody loved it. Right here to Oddlegs 200. Yeah, I know, it's happened to me before. I mean, who hasn't had that at one point? It's just typical, really. Out of Edinburgh, I had a good amount. I had ground and departure. So, you know, departure, I did tower, you know, that top-down stuff. So, we had full coverage for Edinburgh at least. Lisbon, I guess we're not getting anything. Hey, let me ask you something. Do you ever have, like, I don't know what kind of specs you got on your computer? Usually my sim works perfectly fine, like no matter where I am, like even any builds as Heathrow and stuff, but I usually always get a stutter the moment my wheels touch the ground, like a touchdown stutter. I know that's quite common, but do you get that? Like how badly as well? I've done all these types of tweaks. I've disabled like the ground effects, like from the wheel, like the smoke and stuff. I go on low graphics and it doesn't do anything. Right now I'm on ultra and it doesn't make a difference with the touchdown stutter. I was wondering if you knew anything about that. Just figured I'd ask, really. I haven't had any luck getting rid of it. I just realised I tuned that to the wrong heading. There we are. So flight level 70 or above, 250 knots by Papa Tango 405. Okay, hopefully we make that. It's in 30 nauticals, so I hope we do. Oh, that'd be good. Oh, that's nice and refreshing. Peach. Never experienced a touchdown stutter myself before. I've got a Windows 10 and it works great. Like 4 years old and runs like a new Windows 11. Ah, brilliant. Nah, don't worry about it then, man. Oh no, how it makes sense, but it does. I have tried cleaning up. My computer is really clean, and I mean like both externally and internally with files and stuff. My community folder is not a mess, so I don't know. I'm just gonna say Microsoft didn't take much of a liking to my computer really, but I'm just kind of grateful the rest of the flight runs smoothly. It's just that touchdown, which is just a little annoying. No idea how we'll get rid of that. I'm hoping Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 will be much more optimized. I mean, if they're making those graphics look that good, and you're gonna play that with the same optimizations this has, bro, I'm afraid only those 4090 graphic card people are getting on that game. So yeah, they definitely got to do some tweaking with that. Okay, I'm a little nervous this isn't going to make it, so I'm just going to take a little control here. Get some vertical speed down to flight level 70. And we'll go, what are you saying? Let's do minus, oh, Phil, let me. Let's do minus 2,500 foot per minute, and maybe use just a little bit of speed brake. Just a tad. And right now, 250 knots by then, so when we get there, we'll slow down to 250. I just want to make sure we get there on time. I don't always trust the VNAV. I can see the MSA we're entering there is the 3000. of lag looking out there. Jeez. I do apologize for that. My game's my game's also a little worse when it comes to streaming too, but I try not to let that get too annoying. My computer is clean. My computer is clean also, maybe because I have lots of storage and 60. I could only get 32 gigabytes of RAM installed. I have 64, but like I can only fit 32. I have like an extra card available, but for the computer I've got, it doesn't let me insert that much. I have a NVIDIA GeForce 3080 Ti and a good CPU. Yeah, I've got a 3060 Ti and my CPU is just about average, not bad, not too great. So far, not so much lag at all. Oh, sweet. Well, look at the devil here. I'm literally frozen right now. But, yeah, again, I'm sorry for that. It's probably just loading in all the traffic. I looked at VatSpy. There's quite a bit of traffic over here in Lisbon, so. Surprisingly, I don't know if you might get this, the Flabberwire A20 is more like laggy for me than the Phoenix is. I'm not sure if many other people get that, but the Flabberwire, it's quite bad for me. God, I need to use a little more vertical speed. I don't think we're making this restriction. Bump this up a little more. Maybe got 28 DMU there, which is fine. Jeez. I can.
Traffic.
There we are. Yeah, again, I'm sorry for these freezes right now. This is definitely not good for streaming. I'm not sure, I've not really noticed before. I think Phoenix lags more than Flabberwire, but only on certain occasions. Oh god, that is so. This is not fun. Fucking hell. Yeah, we're not making this restriction, so we're gonna plop this down here. Jeez, I've not lagged like this in quite a long time. This is pretty bad. Again, I can only give my apologies for this. We'll bump that maybe up to here, and I'm gonna bump speed brakes maybe to about 50. It's 10,000 feet. We'll get the landing lights. We'll keep them off for now. Yeah, I mean, if you look outside and see all that terrain, you can see how maybe it gave me my computer a sec to load all that in. That would be my guess with the freezes there. Make sure we're 4,000 above ground level here. So we're doing pretty good. We'll minimize this to maybe just 3,000 and put this back to like 50. And then we need to put the speed down to 220. We're way too fast. I did take a look at this at my briefing on significant weather chart. We were near some tropopause around this area, so that would probably explain the big wind variation that we're getting. I went onto your channel and realized this was like your first stream in like 5 months. Yeah, no, for sure. You can add me on Discord. It's RH-Milkyboy. It's the same as the YouTube, but without the dash, and there's no capitals. I do flights with other people from servers as well, and I do flights all the time. That 5 months thing, that was just streaming. I usually don't stream because, well, as you saw with the lag and see it now, it's not too great. So it's not too fun. Okay, I'm just gonna put that back to level change. We're gonna make 4,000. We really just need a decrease in speed. We're going quite fast. And we're already at our ILS capture speed, so... Or capture speed. Capture altitude. Recall's good. Beautiful scenery. That would be great. We'll do. What's your username and send your friend request? I'm just gonna type it to you in chat. It's probably easier than explaining. This is the Discord. There you are. Hopefully I spelled that right. Did I? Yeah. I'm sending this on my laptop. Can't really open Chrome on our YouTube or that, on my computer, or that will be even worse. We've like, alright, we don't need the speed brakes anymore, we'll just get rid of them. And one last check for ATC if we have any. We have tower. Hey, look at that, we have tower. Awesome, 118, 105, brilliant. 118, 105. How about that? So it's a package that just came in from my parents will let me know. Alright, yeah, sorry, so we have ATC now. Good, tower. And once we come around here and see this radius, we've got 15 dmi out, we'll start configuring some flaps around there. Seems good. At this point, we'll get this over a continuous. And okay, well, that is definitely not good. Seatbelt should have been turned on ages ago. That's very embarrassing. So yeah, I take it, what, you wanted to be a pilot in the future? Like, are we going with Airbus, Boeing? What are you thinking? I'll be back in 1 minute, by the way. Package retrieved. Okay. That hold that we've got there, can I don't want to be doing that, so. Get rid of that hold and it will be direct there. That's fine. You could probably tell I don't really fly Boeing all that bloody much. So we've got, I'm not sure. I do want to be a pilot, but I have no idea what plane. I'm more of a short haul guy with A320 or 747. Fuck Ryanair, just no, maybe EasyJet Jet 2 or 2A. Yeah, I agree. And that's Army National. Airline or Scotland, both flights like Glasgow, Barra, 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm not too good with the long haul type stuff as well. I'm pretty bad. I get bored too quickly and just end up quitting and like closing the flight. Would get bored quickly if I was flying for 30 minutes all day, pretty much every day? Yep. Jesus, lag better cut it out when coming in the land. This is not going to be a fun landing. 208, okay, I think at this point we'll start getting a flaps 1 maybe. And then flaps 5 once we turn the corner. So we'll go ahead and get flaps 1. We're just to that speed. Or maybe not, what speed are we restricted to here? 220, okay, we'll stay 220 for now, actually. 220. And we'll just get flaps 1 and pull it down a bit. I couldn't sit for like, I couldn't sit for like Singapore Airlines for talking sake, staring at clouds or whatever for 10 minutes or whatever, so boring. I agree, completely. Most of the people I fly with online, they love the long haul stuff. I'll probably make an exception for when the A350 or 80 comes out. That will be like the only chance.
That's fine, that's fine.
Go 674, it's 144, but we take 21 NEO, which is meant to UNH information also for the skip.
Yeah, 674 visual, information Charlie, current, unit 1016, right 6, clear for Schiphol, exceeded 1 November departure, the scope is 5215.
Okay, QNH 1016 with information Charlie, the parts that exceeded 1 November, Schiphol and Squawk 5.
Yeah, these winds are pretty severe, my god.
Yeah, 674, ever correct, call for pushing.
Once I'm establishing a localizer, I'll hit up ATC, let them know we're on the loc. Again, sorry if I had to turn down the game volume a little bit. From my point of view, it's super loud. For you, it's probably quiet. The volume it was, I couldn't hear ATC, so sorry about that. You can tell I'm not really too great with this streaming stuff. Alright, localizer, perfect. Lisbon Tower, Ryanair 8 Lima Lima established ILS, runway 03.
Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, Lisbon, boa tarde, continue approach, wind check 31016 up, number 1.
I didn't catch that. Our apologies, can you repeat that? It was a little quiet on my end for Ryanair 8 Lima Lima.
Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, Lisbon, boa tarde, continue approach, runway 02, wind check 31016 knots, number 1.
Continue approach runway 02, we're number 1 at Ryanair 8 Lima Lima. We'll get flaps 5. See that abomination of whatever that was in front of me, which is a little weird. Hopefully that doesn't do anything dangerous. That'll be pretty scary if it does.
Airport Go 420, stand 108, ready for push and start.
Go 420, stand 108, push back and start up route facing north.
Back and start is approved, facing north at Portugal 420.
I'll get gear down, flaps 15.
Speedbird 795 is ready for taxi.
Speedbird 795, taxi to holding point Mike 5 via Alpha and Mike.
Taxi to holding point Mike 5 via Alpha and Mike Speedbird 795.
And the road not call 674, we are fully headed for pushing back. Since we do not have ATs online, can we get the QNH information again, please?
We have flaps, sorry.
QNH 1016, information Charlie.
QNH 1016, information Charlie, and we are fully headed.
Flaps are set, everything's speed brake.
No, 6,
there we are.
For pushback and start have a route facing south.
Start with route facing south, go 67.
FedEx 39 Oscar, reaching Mike 5, fully ready for departure.
FedEx 39 Oscar, stand by 1, traffic on final, Ryanair 02.
Roger for traffic, FedEx 39 Oscar.
This is going to be a real windy and probably choppy landing. My guess. Now that we're established, we'll get 6,000 set in here for the go around. In it. Maybe I configured the flaps a tad early, it's just taking a while. Right, I've got one bit of chicken to eat. Now guess what? I bet the moment I shove this in my mouth, ATC tells me I'm clear to land and I've got to talk with a mouth full. I'm gonna try it. Okay, never mind, we're good. Alright, one issue I have is I'm used to flaring, like pulling the side stick a lot because of the way the Phoenix is. And with Boeing, sometimes I get too used to that Phoenix law and I apply it to the Boeing and it flares really high. So I'm hoping I can just get my mind to digest that and we don't mess it up.
FedEx 39 Oscar, after landing traffic, short final, Ryanair 02, to line up and wait behind.
Brilliant, Bridge.
Behind line in traffic, line up and wait runway 02 behind, FedEx 39 Oscar.
I'll disable autopilot at around 1,000, maybe 800 or so. But you got away with eating on the job, lol. Literally, I've got one last bit of chicken here, I'll shove the rest of it in.
Air Portugal 420 on Alpha 1, requesting taxi 02.
So 420 taxi to holding point Mike 5 via Mike.
Via Mike to Mike 5 holding point 02, Air Portugal 420. Air Portugal 774, request taxi runway 02.
No. Portugal 674 taxi to holding point November 2 via Alpha, Golf and Uniform.
Taxi to holding point November 2 via Alpha, Golf and Uniform.
Here we are, butter landing incoming, bro. Trust me.
Lisbon Tower, hello again, Lufthansa 999 Yankee. Request Alpha clearance to Munich.
Lufthansa 999 Yankee, hello. Information Charlie is flying QNH 1016, but it cleared to Munich. Exceed 1 November departure, squawk 1171.
Clear to Munich, Exceeder 1 November departure, squawk 1171, and there is no ATs online. Lufthansa 999 Yankee.
Yes, we are aware of that. We are trying to solve the ATs problem.
Ah, okay, thank you.
Bloody hell, this is crazy, isn't it? Continue. Oh shit, what happened to Vatsim? Okay, we're reconnected. We're good. A little low here, it's fine. Oh god. Flaring. Shit, that's not too great. There we are though. Bloody hell, that was nuts. Ah, we're not getting off there, I think. Oh wait, maybe, yeah. We'll get off here. There we are. Sweet. Yeah, I think my internet just interrupted there and disconnected me from VPilot. That's unfortunate.
Ryanair 8 Lima Lima, welcome to Lisboa, stand 200 via uniform Lima, Mike and Zulu.
Stand 200 via uniform like Lima, sorry, Mike and Zulu, Ryanair 8 Lima Lima.
FedEx 39 Oscar, wind 31016 knots, Ryanair 02 clear for takeoff, break after departure, monitor Unicom 1, decimal 8, there's one hold.
Uniform.
Takeoff Ryanair 02 after departure, monitor Unicom 1 to decimal 8. Muito obrigado, passageiro, continue pela boa tarde. Isso.
Seabird 795 after departure traffic, runway 02, 1 wait behind.
Mike stand 200, there it is. There's uniform. And there is Mike Zulu. Runway, or stand 200, right. Right, wind, Ryanair approved. Isn't it? Oh shit, my parking brake's out. We'll release that. Don't crash. Bro, Swedish, you're a bit late to the party, aren't you?
Lufthansa 999 Yankee request pushback and startup.
Lufthansa 999 Yankee, stand 11 plus position startup, facing south.
Stand 114, start and push approved, face south, Lufthansa 999 Yankee.
Wasn't too stuttery on approach, it was a bit laggy because of the, I think my internet cut out there. I heard VPilot disconnect. Oh, and look at that, bro, I forgot to put my QNH. Man, this streaming stuff's just made me forget everything.
Kilo Lisboa, ligação, continue approach, runway 02, number 1, wind check 31016 knots.
Continue approach, number 1, that's copied, Avia 9 kilo.
Okay, so what was it? 200 uniform Lima Mike. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Seabird 795, wind 31016 knots, runway 02, clear for takeoff, break after departure, monitor Unicom 1 to decimal 8, bye-bye.
Clear for takeoff, runway 02 after departure, monitor Unicom, speedbird 795.
So let's carry on straight ahead. For now. Swedish. So yeah, that's basically the end of it. Thanks for tuning in. What was your name? Transport Legend. It was a bit of an interesting approach, which I guess made it a little more exciting. You see, like, on the holding point, that was that plane that then disappeared and reappeared. That was my VPilot freaking disconnecting. But we're all good now. Aside from that, the stutter on touchdown actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but, you know, still annoying. So we're at uniform here, we'll carry that along. We're taking that onto Lima, Mike, stand 200. My name is Aiden, what's yours? Aaron, AA Ottawa.
Transavia Kilo, wind 31016 knots, Ghana 02, clear to land.
02 clear to land, Transavia 90 kilo, thanks.
Portugal 420, after landing traffic on runway 02, line up and wait behind via Mike 5.
After landing traffic on 02, line up and wait behind. Air Portugal 420.
Oh shit, I think my bloody laptop just died.
Lufthansa 999 Yankee, request taxi.
Lufthansa 999 Yankee, tell city holding point Mike 5 via Alpha and Mike.
Alpha, Mike, holding short, Mike 5, Lufthansa 999 Yankee.
Almost there. See those rudder stutters? I need to do something about that.
Well, 420, wind 31016 knots, Ghana 02, clear for takeoff, mobile.
02, clear for takeoff, obrigado.
Well, it's quite a beautiful approach,
674 after departing traffic, runway 02, via November 2, line up and wait behind.
Via November 2, after departing traffic, line up and wait behind, via November 2, 2007.
Transavia 900 Kilo, welcome to Lisboa. Stand 205 via Uniform Lima and Zulu.
Thank you, taxi stand 205, yeah, Uniform Lima, Zulu, Transavia 9 kilo.
Stand 200. And that is our flight from Edinburgh to Lisbon, more or less. Go ahead and stop there. Oof. Alright, let's go through our flows here. This stuff can come off, that can come off. Parks can stay there. That goes to open. These guys are on. That's fine. You're fine. Pews on. Fuel pumps can come off. Fuel dumper off. And you guys can come off. What a flight that was. And yeah, and if you guys sent any comments and I didn't see them, I'm just about to look at them now. My laptop died during that taxi.
Flow 67 for up departure.
Alright, let me take a look. Amazing. Alright, fun flying. I'm head off now, mate. Thanks for the stream. Yep, ciao, mate. Good. Thanks for coming along. Sweet. Bro, what's that guy doing? Alright, well that's mostly the flight done, completed. God, GS6 is one laggy son of a bitch, look at that. It's causing lag like no tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, that's a stream. That was quite alright, I quite enjoyed that. The approach was nice and interesting. The landing wasn't even all that bad, to be fair. Yeah, it was quite laggy, and there wasn't even that much traffic here today, so that was quite surprising, to say the least. It was quite nice to just look at this part of the flight, just the things deboarding. We should see some passengers coming out of the doors in a wee moment. There we go. Here is some Scottish people over here in Spain, at Lisbon. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream here. That's it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.